So editing the fun. I said, yeah, cool. But how are we going to do this? Is this going to be like a CGI thing? Oh, no, the tarantula man is here. The fucking what? The tarantula man's here, and he has shown a variety of creatures to the director, and she has chosen the largest. It's going to be a great day. Anyway, good luck with it. Halfway to you. So I go inside and they show me, look, there's a piece of carpet. You can be lying down here. The carpet matches a place with no hotel room shot in. And so what's going to happen is you're going to lie down here and they're going to place the tarantula on your chest. The tarantula wrangler will give it a little tickle, and as long as you keep your mouth open, it will head directly for your mouth. They always look for places to hide, so you just got to keep your mouth open. It'll tickle, tickle, tickle. Tarantula will run up here into your mouth, and then the guy will pluck it into your mouth. Like, okay, cool. So you turn on all these spotlights. I lie down. Tarantula is what I just now. Tarantula. Bigger than man. It's a serious spider. Yeah, obviously I lived in Australia most of my life and I'm used to spiders. That was so much. So on my chest, tickle, comes up into my mouth. Right? If I pluck it out, done. I'm thinking to myself, good little spider, one take wonder. Fantastic. Did everything you need. All right, cool. So that was good. Oh, no, it's going to shoot. You're going to have to adjust the lights. Second take, third take. Now, one of the things that the producer had said to me in the car park, right, looked me in the eye and said to me, it's not dangerous to use the tarantula because before doing something like this, they milk it of its venom. So it's perfectly safe. You know? So I've taken it. Right? So we take 2, take 3, take 4, and about after the 5th take, now these lights are very, very hot. My body has started to really warm up, and we take a long time between takes resetting lights on it. But after about the 5th take, I get them to talk to tarantula. You know, hey, doing lights are pretty cool that you can milk the venom of the tarantulas so they can do things like this. And he just looks at me really confused. You can milk the black. Okay, so what I thought was my mistake gone. So take 6, take 7, and I'm starting to really get hot. These are, I wouldn't be surprised if they were big lights, you know, because it didn't look like anybody had used the studio for a long, long time, you know. And I'm heating up at one point in time. It was about take 7 or 8, and the spider just stops on my neck and starts to sort of like spread its legs out, just sort of like grab at me, and it's sort of pulsing, you know. And then I'm sort of like lying there, and then the tarantula guy tickles out and goes, you know, and I'm kind of like, how long does it have to stick in your mouth for? Oh, it's only just a couple of seconds. As soon as it started going into the mouth, the guy would just grab it out, you know, because they can cut around it. As long as they see it going in, they can cut around it to make it look like it's disappeared. So take 8, that happens. The tarantula stops on that. Take 9, we're done for the day. Right? So 9 takes with a live tarantula crawling into my mouth. The next day, I wake up and I've got a rash all over my legs and my chest and my arms. You know, so I call production. They call a doctor who knows about these sort of things. He comes over to see me. He goes, okay. All right. See, were you hot yesterday? Yes, I was very hot. The lights are fucking like this, right? And this stuff. Yeah, right. Yes, okay. See, tarantulas on their legs have these very fine hairs, so fine that they can easily go through a pore in human skin. So currently, what you have going is your body is full of tarantula, but not enough to hurt you or even make you you're going to have this rush. So here's this ointment, take this pill, a few days from now, you'll be right. You know? And the reason that I wanted to tell you this, and your listeners, is because, and you can check this, you can Google it, and I'm pretty sure in the history of cinema, I'm the only Academy Award winning actor who's ever been fucked in the neck by a tarantula. Was that what he was doing? Apparently. He just decided I was decided I was moist and juicy, and it was its way with me.
Oh, yeah, you know about those fibers. Those fibers are nasty. They cause real problems for people. I was hoping you were allergic to tarantulas.
No, but I did find out I was allergic to one of the things that they tried to fix it with. It comes up quite a bit. The time I hadn't been getting and stuff. I can't even remember the name of it, but the go-to thing that they inject into you to take away the initial pain.
Cortisone?
Yeah, cortisone. I'm allergic to cortisone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, cortisone.
Yeah, that could be a real problem, especially if you don't know.
Yeah, that's when it was roundabout.
God damn, man. So is that like the most uncomfortable you've ever been in the scene?
Oh, hell no.
Really?
I had to go into the water on the southwest coast of Iceland, shirtless, for a hour and a half. Yeah, how cold that water is.
Oh, yeah.
15 minutes to dead.
Yeah.
And I was just walking in there, and I had to drop into a chest first. Noah collapses into the water or whatever it is. But it was so weird. I hit that water, and like I'm splayed out. But every muscle in the body contracted. It was like, back onto the feet. I don't know how to do it. It was so cold. Yeah. But I mean, temperature's one thing. You tend to in the film business. If the script says that it's bright and sunny and you're in the Bahamas, you're probably going to hit something far away from the Bahamas, and it's going to be freezing. It's always like that. It's like a given that it's going to be the opposite for it. Whatever is comfortable way of shooting that scene might be, there'll be something that makes it uncomfortable. But I mean, in terms of discomfort on physical discomfort, in doing fight sequences or things like that, because they can sometimes take a long time. I shredded both my hands while I was still in Noah. I flew back to Australia to watch a football game, actually. My football team that I bought in 2006 had finally made a preliminary final for years to try. And I wanted to be there to witness the end of the game, so it was the best of nothing. But I flew back to Australia, and it was also coincided with the youngest athletic at school. And I was fit as a bull, strong as an ox, absolutely. So I rock up to the little athletic team, and they asked me if I would step in to this little running race thing. So I said, yeah, cool, So one of my son's friends was in the race and coming last. I was talking to him about going. So I had to really catch up because I was a long way back. And I hadn't really noticed all the kids because I was got really excited and we were all standing on the finish line. Right? And so I go just past them and said, they all go crazy like that. And I have to put the brakes on. I put the brakes on, and my hands, I'm lying on the ground, like 5, and my little boy's there, he's only 7 or something. I was like, it never saw any dad, talk. It's like, it was like unbelievable. And it was a teacher seeing what happened, and he went, hamstring. I said, I think so, man. And he had tape. So I just taped my legs up under my shoes, and then he helped me stand up. Now I had to get on a plane that night, go back to the film set on Long Island, and run to the Ark with 5,000 extras, 50 times with, I mean, I think, we had a range that's the biggest in the history of cinema for that, So I'm getting range of these gigantic drops, like 5,000 extras around that, not 5,000, maybe about 1,000 extras around. And I've got no the scene requires run, and because I've taken time off the set can't tell anybody that I did it, so I just have to get on with it. I didn't want insurance problems or anything else. So that was crazy. That sequence went on for days. It was like, and I literally, I was just getting like cakes and tape and just taping it off.
Jesus Christ, all the strings blown. That's insane.
Yeah, but kids, your kids, your kids' athletics thing, it was like, that's just such a cliche. Ridiculous. Yeah, but I think it was to do with the fact that, even though I walked up to the gym and I went on a bike ride and I got there, in good shape. Must have just been the hours around watching the races. Just cooled me down too much, and then happened to stop so suddenly just to make sure I didn't barrel into those kids. But yeah, that was definitely uncomfortable.
What are the read? How do they do that?
Well, they basically get big cranes and they hoist up grids that are laid with a hose pipe, and the pipe comes down the tower to the water tank, and as they turn on the pump, and they operate with sprinklers basically. But if you imagine like a metal grid in the air where every joining point of pipes is another sprinkler head, and I think we had 2.5 football fields worth of where we could soak at the push of a button. All the rain,
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, but there's this big wide, so all these people running towards the ark and rain falling, so we have that whole area to have rain.
So here he is.
Yeah, right.
That's incredible. It's all done with towels.
Yeah. Well, that's up. I think I've really run in with that one.
So it's such an intense movie because the story is so crazy.
Yeah.
Just the time-old story of the savior of the human race after God's wrath.
Yeah.
What a weight playing a role like that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. What I think is that the funniest thing with that stuff is when that movie came out, all of this sort of pushback was about, look at this, Darren Allen, this New York elite has made Noah into a story about the environment. It's always been a story about the environment.
Yeah.
This is about
Literally.
It was just so weird. And it was like article pushing back as if he had done something, against Christianity or whatever. By acknowledging this is the story about Aaron Bottom, how we treat Aaron Bottom, blah blah blah. I quite enjoyed the film, but it's harsh. It's a harsh, tell. But he did promise down at the beginning of that experience. He said never at any stage, which I think was funny, because he was riffing off the thing that Ridley Scott did. Ridley Scott said, "I promise you don't have to wear sandals, and I promise you never have to look at the camera if you feel great." So let's do it. So Darren's vision was that never at any stage will I have you at the power and right. The funny thing with Noah, most people think they know what's in the Bible, but in reality, what most people know is what they read in the Golden Circle children's book of Noah. They've never read the very few mentions that there are in the Bible. All the religious writers which tell this story, because there are the right from pre-biblical that made it into the Bible.
The Epic of Gilgamesh, very similar story.
Right.
Yeah. There seems to be some sort of a historical tale that is repeated in many cultures. The Great Flood.
I don't think there is an ancient religion that doesn't have a flood story.
Right. Yeah.
And we can see it. We can see and date it and everything. How we view the science of law. So there's no doubt that there was a flood. You know, there has been many floods.
Well, the real hard thing to think they've located Noah's Ark. They've located the remains of it on Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this bizarre feature of rocks.
Yeah.
Where apparently it matches the Bible's description of the actual size of the ark.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well,
because that's the who should be there to be able to have definitive proof.
It seems like somebody should have gone there and figured that out.
Right?
Yeah, it's discredited. You're familiar at all with Randall Carlson? You know who he is?
A little bit more context.
Randall Carlson is an expert in asteroid impacts, and he is kind of specializes in this theory about the younger giants impact. The younger giants is somewhere there's multiple times somewhere around 800 years ago, and again somewhere in the 10,000s.
Right.
That this is what happened that caused the ice age. This is what caused the great flooding across North America.
Right. That coincides with what would be the end of Göbekli.
Yes, coincides with that, and it also there's a lot of physical evidence with core samples. It used to be kind of a fringe theory, but we started doing core samples and we found a high level of iridium, very common in space, very rare during that same time period. What's really interesting about this guy is he got this idea when he was overlooking this enormous canyon while he was on acid. And it occurred to him that this is because of not just a river that ran through it for thousands and thousands of years. He felt like it was one immense event that took place. He just had this bizarre vision of this immense event that took place.
And now they're talking about those cataclysmic events not being something that is a build and through a period of time, but being immediate. Right?
Yeah, immediate.
So it's like
exactly. Yeah, his work is absolutely fascinating. Very controversial, of course, because it goes against the conventional idea of what happened with the Ice Age. But he thinks the Ice Age ended almost immediately. That something slammed into the ice caps, which were at that point in time between 1 and 2 miles high in a gigantic area of America. And that these asteroids slammed into it, and that's where these features that you see where it looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen some of your overhead features, but it literally looks like over massive amounts of space, huge water. You know how water is over the sand, it leaves these kind of humps and ridges where the water is. Well, there's physical evidence of this all throughout the Pacific Northwest. You can find these things, and he thinks that's what ended the Ice Age, killed off 65% of the megafauna in North America that happened like that very quickly. Right. And that's the Noah's Ark. And that is it. Here's the story. Which is why it's so interesting that people want to dismiss biblical stories. You know, they say, oh, it's an oral tradition for 1,000 years before they were written down. Like, right. Who was it based on?
Right.
What the fuck? Something happened. Every story of something like that happened.
Yeah.
Very likely.
Was the research building up to it, I was quite surprised that in my everything had considered it was only like a Christian thing, and I realized it touched on everything.
Yeah. Do you have? Is there any hesitancy of taking on a religious character like that? With such significance to it?
No, that was the exciting bit. Yeah. It was a very year. It was 2012. In that year, I played Superman Dead before and been on. I mean, I work with a company. There was this company for a while called Jim Jones, and they were considered to be the hardest physical training business. You know, it was very, very difficult. I'm a Jim Jones trainer and stuff, and Mark was the trainer. And he got us to me. Oh my God, the things that he put me through, but it was all right, and we remained strong friends because we did some shit together, you know, like that kind of shit. Yeah, in the trenches or whatever. And so the following year, I was going to play the mayor of Broken City with Mark Wahlberg, which is it's funny that performances that people just haven't seen that I rate that performance. And then I did Les Mis with that beautiful cast. So I spent 3 or 4 months, and then straight into Noah. So I was exhausted before I started. I had 3 really big jobs in a row, and then to drop into that was there was a lot of physical stuff on it, and Darren shoots a lot. So those big wide shots, you're still doing the same action you're doing when you're close in, so you're sort of working pretty hard. But I think if anything, I was really excited. I was being able to do it. I would have preferred what I'm getting at is a little more time. The quiet contemplation that really fills you up for what you're about to do. And when you come into it at one pretty much on that, I think we got 2 or 3 weeks. It's not quite enough.
What would you do if you had all this?
Go talk. Go put your perspective. Probably wanted to spend a little bit more time with Jewish scholars, because there's a lot of writing adjunct to Torah about you get to the bottom of it, but really it's just sort of plowing what I had. Beautiful 2-volume Old Testament and New Testament that Aaron got to. That was the research, but there's not really much else you can go and look up old photos.
Right.
You're pretty much stepping into that world, but trying to understand Darren's Jewish show that how civilization is ready. So there's a civilization so you're already with your world, they're living on coming, and it's all based on human behavior and what have you. There's a sequence in the form that some people miss where Noah is looking into these people who are all the sort of ones who have allowed themselves to get into their base society, and within the group of people he sees a man. It's like a rat, gnawing at the body of something, possibly another human, and it's him. So he sees himself on the other side of it. Down a lot of things going on, a lot of ideas, and outside of it, there's a huge hit, massive in places like Russia, Brazil, or whatever. But I don't think it's really considered to be a hit. It didn't hit the box office in the United States. But I don't know, 3 or 4.
It's bizarre that there's controversy attached to it. That it is about the. It's bizarre that it's a weird political, and that it's so connected that people either oppose it or go with it with no information other than the fact that the team believes it.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
The fucking very that's a political. It's so
strange because there's a whole lot of things that I don't think not necessarily on the bottom line. Burning fossil fuels is having an effect on our air quality and how we receive sunshine. That's irrefutable.
Yeah,
you can't sort of make up your own opinion on that because there's just too much stuff that's and it has gone on and it's been getting worse. Same thing were being talked about in the early 70s when I was in primary school that are now actually physically happening, but it's some people just want to see it as yet another game over, and it's really much more important than that.
It's strange because it also probably idea attached to it is it stops the real research to actually be able to objectively understand what has what is what is the thing that's driving the most? What is the thing that we can do to mitigate that?
Yeah. See, I think like, you know, the cows. I think that misinformation just gets thrown out. So to sort of spread the land. Because, you know, we are told over and over again that there are so many more animals on this planet at a certain point. Okay, so if we've killed off, you know, you just know what the animals existed. What about this?
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Yeah.
Compared to the cow farm, you know? I mean,
The thing is, what we're doing is very unnatural, right? So we're serving them grain, and we're keeping them in pens, and then all the big shit and all that stuff gets into the water. It's very different than a regenerative farm, an actual real farm where cows are grazing, and then their manure fertilizes the land, and it actually sequesters carbon. A real regenerative farm is carbon neutral.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not
I run 220 acres on my place in the bush. And, you know, over time, actually, all of factory farming processes have just absolutely wrong thing to do. You know, I mean, when I first had land and cattle, I used to love getting up in the dawn, you know, in the darkness, county, doctor, getting out and, you know, herding them and all that. And then over time, started to realize that's not good for them. You know, that sort of stuff's not good for them. So we developed this system of my place where we had a single lane and all of the go on, the cattle would go onto that lane. So it can be, you know, 100 acres or whatever. But you can muster 1 minute, soft voice, handful of grain. Just open the gate and call out. They come towards you. You can get every cow in that lane, and you get up behind them, walking straight to the yards. Now we've taken all the fun out, but it's a lot more, you know, safer, easier, sensible, and we don't use, you know, host blocks. We don't use stockers. You know, we don't muster ATVs. You know, it's or horseback, and we still use what hills, but the cows don't get upset by the working dogs. They don't get freaked out by it. Like they get freaked out by an engine roaring up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the reason for pastoral care is because at the end of the day, 100% true, the state takes better. Don't adrenalize cattle.
Right.
Don't abuse it.
Right.
It's just better. You know, it's like more tasteful. It doesn't have, you know, really adrenalized meat gets a very body, you know. As you know, the state that we serve on the farm, you know, I only do this operated as a business. I started as a business for a while, but kind of think everybody in butchery down similar to with people that sell used cars, and they're only looking for the story. They're not really that care about the animal. And you know, I do honestly, you know, lost for many years in the valley because of the way I came from cattle. But I can't do it yet. It's got to be. They've got to have.
It makes sense. It's smarter. It's a better situation.
Yeah, and that it just feels healthy. I would fully on one. It took us like 5 years to get this certification. But then I would work amongst the cattle, and because we could, you know, doubt because they were organic cattle, you know, things like, you know, buffaloes were high, other little things were just all over. And I thought, that can't be good. You know, it's like having a kid, you know, and every time they take Panadol, it's a fever. You know? By the time the kid's 14, it has, you know, it has a boat the biggest, best stomach. It's the weediest bloke in the corner. You know, he spent most of his life sick because he never got the medicine to make it easier for his body to recover, you know. And that kind of was the cows. They lost a lot of weight, and they just looked in distress. So he pastures organic, but we topical treatments stuff like that. Where my it's still considered postal, so we get all of the things that affect the neighborhood. So I now have that balance. Can't sell them as organic meat, but they have organic pasture. And as I said, they're generalized through life. When we do color, the meat is a profound experience.
Do you sell it all?
I don't sell it.
You don't sell it?
There's one butcher near me that I trust really into what he does, and he will ask if he can have a couple of pieces, and I'll let him have it. We do sell to some neighbours that we know are, needing a little bit of assistance. I don't want to put in any other terms, but we sell it to less than it costs to produce. So, and way less than they would be spending if they went to the supermarket. But basically, I have the cows to feed my family. So, the kids are very snobby about steak because they've grown up with, the best you can. Well, anyway, the most humane way to produce it. For sure.
How did you start doing this? What was? It seems like you're a very busy person starting your journey.
Well, it comes from. I was getting a little bit of success. I could see things coming along. So I only did to either small city, right, or some land. And my mum and dad hadn't really spent a lot of time in the previous decade because I've been out establishing my life, and I didn't really go up much. And so what I did is I decided instead of buying the city, I'd buy a bush, and my mum and dad could live there, and basically they could start fresh with a new experience. But look, usually got I think we like 1,700 because it's not now. But once I had it, then I started feeling like we could do something with it. It can't just be 100 acres of garden, and there's also that thing too of like you're walking into the farm, you want to see a horse, you want to see a cow, you want to have something. So over time, I started experimenting by holding some cattle for a friend, and I got used to what you have to do and stuff like that. I know they were long haul fleets and they were quite difficult to deal with, so that made me decide to go to Guinness. But here's another story. I had 20 calves down in the yard being picked up the next day, right? And at this stage, I was living in a caravan because I hadn't started building anything on the property. And so I go to bed, and at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up, it's raining, right? And I'm trying to sleep, but all I can control is these 20 little calves down in the yard, and how all of the yards turn into muck, and these guys get picked up the next day, and the whole slipping over, so they get covering each other with shit, and they'll be in great distress, a whole lot. So about 2:30, I got up, got dressed, went down to the yard, trying to figure out how to get them out of the shed. But it was about 30 meters away from the edge of the yards. And I looked around the shed, I had enough bits and pieces to make a fence for one side. Right? So make one side of the fence. That's just me on the outside. So I got these big long pieces of wood, and then I had to get that running towards me. Then I had to redirect them along that fence. So they were doing something. Yeah, well, this pissing down right, absolutely like tropical rain, And it took me about, 40 minutes, something like that. It was deep in the middle of the night. I fixed the fence, and then I got them running, coming towards me. I could see one was the chip away, so I had to hold it. It was amazing. I stopped at the bloke, and he rejoined the rest of them, and then they just went like clockwork, just so smooth, straight into the shed, right? So then in the shed, I laid out some hay And I left the light on. Yeah. You tell stories like that to farmers, I think you're an absolute idiot.
Well,
Right.
you had to learn to do it some way, but I think
But it's just for me, the next day when I came to pick them up, they were all happy and healthy and not covered in brown shit. So, yeah, but some really fun. So,
well, I mean, that sounds like at least a practice farmer. I mean, you actually did it.
yeah, well, still do. We still turn the meat. But, when I look into it in terms of a business, you have to really have that like that to make it a business. That covers it for, sometimes the price of meat is down or the cost of culling goes. We just didn't want to do it. Didn't want to have to be responsible in my heart. 25,000 living creatures when I couldn't be absolutely certain I would have been treated well.
Right.
So I think that's one of the big mistakes that we've made going into this thing, of farms get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because at the end of the day, the thing that drops on the duty of care.
Right. It's also humanity involved. It's so distorted when you have this factory farming operations. You're not even attacked in America. So you're not even in conditions sometimes so horrific that
It's because there is, a nice texture of stuff that comes to the meat. But we never. And I think that's also part of the best part of it, because, still walking around and, this is where they used to be. And then he's pilot, so they start to take grass, grown, as opposed to just being fed grown food outside. So we would turn off, and I think it's partly to do with the fact that they stay active. We get a natural 70% fat ratio, which is the bottom end of stuff, but we get more protein, and therefore we give you a steak as an absolute protein.
Yeah,
So,
it's better for you physically.
I think so.
It is. It's been proven. The nutritional balance, grass animals is just much better.
Right.
They're not supposed to live entirely in the brain. It's just like humans.
So I think in that they're like grass just for your colon. You give them a little bit of grain, it finishes them off. I guess sort of ready to be consumed. But you still have benefits of the grass feed because you never stop them.
Right.
But you have them being fit because you never made them stand still in the bed.
Right. It's going to be a cool feeling to consume only animals at your place that you've actually tasted. Every step of the way.
We used to occasionally have a fresh that's never been there before. And we do things like, you're going to love it. With somebody else that feels just as they're about to be. Yeah. But I did use the I stopped that because that wasn't.
Yeah.
And plus, when you got 20, they can all when you have 200.
Well, it's, you don't want something you eat. It's just too weird. It's weird that people are so disconnected from where their food comes from. The concept of killing it themselves seems boring, but the concept of living without it seems terrible too. Just we're completely disconnected from the act of how it is. Yeah. We just go and get wrapped up in the butcher shop and we pick it up. 16 ounces, and that's your entire death of a living creature.
Yeah. I need to, have an opinion.
Yeah.
Because, we're sharing, and it's odd. So, the very least due respect is in order.
Yeah. That's what we don't get from country. We get the opposite. We get the worst elements of human nature that kind of put into this very bizarre supply system that we have where, at every corner, every city, there's a place where you can get a quick piece of meat. Quick piece of meat of unknown origin. Who knows how they're raised? Who knows where they got it?
We just trust them.
Yeah. And it's just body cheeseburger for $1.59. Like, how much work was involved in this? Yeah.
I love Austin to produce the steak at that point. And it's just, like on the normal chicken